Well, the number one tip when it comes to your finances is to have emergency funds set aside. But not everyone makes the most of earning interest on those savings. And Ross Mack is joining us now live with some savings advice. Ross, welcome to the show. In Growing Wealth, it's been said that 20% comes from the investment, but the 80%, the vast majority, is from, spending and saving. That's been the trouble for many Americans. Do you agree with that?
I do agree. I think as Americans, we often are overspending, right? I think the average person is saddled with debt, and the average person doesn't even have $1,000 saved in their savings account.
Okay, so what is your thumbnail? I guess a lot of people just leave their money in their checking account. You say that is really not a good idea. Start there and let's keep going.
Yeah, so when you're thinking about savings, right, I think the average person is like, look, what do I need a savings account for? I want a safe place to put my money and also be able to easily access it. However, there's the one caveat where saying, okay, is my money actually working for me? And when you think about either a savings account or a checkings account, you're getting less than 1%, right? The average return on your savings account is 0.07%, and the average return on your actual checking account is 0.47%. And so the reason this is an issue is because when you think about the cost of living, something called inflation, we all have gone through, especially during COVID, we saw how high inflation was. At one point, it was actually 9%. What that is measuring is just the cost of living, the cost of goods. And on average, in a normal year, inflation is roughly 3%. And so what that is saying is by purely leaving your money in your savings account or your checking account for that matter, you're not keeping your money at the same level as inflation. Therefore, your money's losing its value, AKA losing its purchasing power.
I know you give seminars on this, so we can't cram that all into a short amount of time here, but what's a better idea than leaving it in a checking or a savings account?
I love it. So by definition, I want every person to start thinking about their monthly expenses and have roughly 3 to 6 months of that saved away. And where I recommend putting it is in a high yield savings account. There's several companies that you can Google. All you have to do is just Google, high yield savings account and look at their interest rates. The first thing you want to think about is it FDIC insured, meaning that your money is safe up to having $250,000. And also you want to look at the return. There are a lot of good ones right now that are paying you roughly 5%. And at the end of the day, your savings account, your emergency fund being in a high yield savings account is going to get you roughly 5%, but also it's there for a rainy day. You'll always be safe.
You talk about you have to track your spending. Do you have a favorite tool that you like to use to see how you're spending your money? How far back do you tend to go for that?
Well, I don't use any apps. I'm probably dated there, but I do use an Excel. I have a Maconomics budget sheet that I use and I give to a lot of people in my community. But when it's all said and done, I like people to live well below their means, thinking of spending from a 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of their after-tax expenses are going towards their necessities. Think living expenses, rent, groceries, mortgage, car note, etc., utilities. 30% doing the things that you want to do, and 20%, as you mentioned earlier, is either saving, paying down debt, and more importantly, investing.
You found that half of all Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. Has it just gotten that bad, or do you think it's sort of always been that way?
Well, I think it has gotten worse, just granted that inflation is a lot higher than it was back when our parents were younger. If you think about it, right, gas was a nickel. Now the cost of living is a lot higher, the cost of tuition, mortgages, interest rates, et cetera, right? So things are higher. But the biggest caveat is it all boils down to a spending problem. And that's why I stress people's needing to keep a budget, right? I think, it's not just how much money you make, because a quarter of Americans that make over 6 figures are also living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can really relate to that, Ross. I want to share some information for people to know. Ross Mack holding his annual Wealth Summit weekend later this month, Friday, July 12th, next week. It's the all-white yacht party, Saturday, July 13th, Maconomics Wealth Summit, Whitney Young High School in Chicago, and then on July 14th, the Maconomics Foundation Basketball Classic, also at Whitney Young. More information at our website, WGNTV.com. Ross Mack, thanks a lot. Good to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a good holiday.
You too.